Tim, I've got to say, you know, you and I go back forever, and some people you just really click with. And when I got a phone call from Lorri Delahunty, I just thought, there's something really special about this lady. We just had an instant connection. And then I get to work with her, which is wonderful. She is an absolute inspiration. She's had an incredible journey. Being vegan has had the biggest impact on her life. She set up her brand, veganhappyclothing.co.uk. She is the founder. She's one of the most inspirational, loveliest ladies that I've had the pleasure of getting to know and become friends with and getting to work with. And I just can't wait to bring her onto the screen so we can all get to see incredible Lorri from Vegan Happy Clothing. Are you there, Lorri?
Hi.
Oh, you beat me to it. I thought it's a bit hot to wear this in my office.
I had to get one because I had beanie NG with Angie. So one.
Oh, it's lovely. I absolutely adore this hat. It looks a bit, you know, because I'm in my office.
It really fits you. Really
it's
good.
So cute. I love it.
Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
You know, well done. Congratulations on your label. It's everybody's wearing it. Everyone's talking about your label.
Thank you.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm gonna take that off. It's really hot in my office with my lights on. But I just showed you. I don't know if you saw, because I was going to put my jacket on, and I've got the lovely t-shirts, and you know, it's not very nice just sort of hanging it up like this. Vegan Happy. I want to find out about you. We're going to talk about Lorri. We're going to find out about the brand. But I've got to say, I put that jacket on and it is so toasty and lovely and great quality, because I hate being cold. I absolutely hate being cold. And I've got a coat that I've had probably longer than my son. And I know. And that keeps me warmer, but it's very light as well.
Yeah, so I think that's the snowbird, isn't it? And it's our most popular thing in winter, because people can go like hiking with it, but it just rolls up if you get too hot. So like seems to cover everything. Yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, and they're full of recycled plastic as well, so they're not, you know, like what's they've still got an element of like not 100% organic in there, but it is recycled, and you know, the footprints, you know, there's clear footprint on them, and it's a really good garment. Yeah, it's a really good garment.
Well, Lorri, let's find out about you and your life, because, you know, you've had quite an extraordinary journey, and then maybe we can find out more about you and then come on to the clothes as well, if that's all right. So, first of all, you know, you had your turning point. How many years ago was it that you had your light bulb moment and went vegan?
Just over 3. Yeah. 3. I'd been out with my husband, so like I which we might come on to, is that I don't drink. So I like getting everyone around me plasters. I'm a great taxi driver. So we'd been out and we thought, we'll just go and have another one next door at our local pub, you know, not enough for the sober one. And our dog got a stick stuck in its mouth, and it was like, looked like it disjointed its jaw. So 1 o'clock in the morning, we're at the vet's paying loads of money, thinking that our dog's, you know, seriously injured. And it wasn't, but, you know, we're both like in tears and we're both worried. Parted with a lot of money, came home, totally relieved, and took chicken out the freezer. And it was an instant thing. And I was like, oh my God, I've gone vegan. And it was like someone was talking to me. And it was like someone was talking to me saying, you're now vegan. And I was like, oh, that was really weird. Someone actually spoke to me. And then I woke up in the morning and I said to my husband, I said, I've gone vegan. And he was like, you've just woken up. What are you talking about? But he knows that when I say something, I do it. So he's like, oh, right, okay. So I did a bit of Googling, and I messaged some friends on Facebook, and I said, look, I've gone vegan. What do I do? Sort of thing. Like, I don't know what I'm going to eat. My food used to consist of a big salad and a bit of chicken, or a big salad and a bit of, like steak. I was like, what am I going to eat? I don't even like vegetables. Like, I'm like, literally, I don't know what to do. And they said, watch What the Health and start looking at, like cookery books, because you won't believe what you can do. So that night, my husband watched What the Health, and within 5 minutes, he was vegan. So we're like, okay. And then that was when like this amazing journey started of learning to cook different stuff. And I can honestly say I wasn't really like a fan of food. I was like, food's fuel, it's what my body needs. But now, oh my God, like the recipes I love trying, vegan food, or going vegan opened up a whole world that I hadn't even thought about. This is even without even looking at all the animals, that completely changes the way you think and everything. But as a food thing, as a fueling my body, I had no idea. I was eating things just because. Whereas now I look at everything for what it's going to do for me, what it's going to do for my soul, for my body and everything. And yeah, I love cooking, love vegan food. Just completely opened another world out. It was amazing.
I love that, because I love your energy. I love the fact that you say once you say something, you do something, and that's why I think you and I are very alike. You have to get on. You're passionate about this, and I love the fact that it's been 3 years. I find it quite interesting because, back in the day when I went vegan nearly 25 years ago, you went vegetarian first. Everybody made that journey. But for you, Lorri, you just woke up and thought, I've got to be vegan. And you didn't even know what to do.
No. And the really weird thing is, years and years and years ago, my father used to live in the Gulf, and I hit the Gulf at Ramadan time, which was not a good time, because there's a lot of slaughter, like public slaughter, isn't there? And I came back from there, and I actually went vegan for vegetarian for quite a long time. And my mum's sort of like way, I hate to label her now, but her way of sort of like getting me out of that habit was to give me a bacon sandwich, which I started eating without even realising what I was doing. And then I thought, I've eaten bacon now, I'll stop that. When the seeds were probably there a long time before. If I just followed my convictions, then I'd have got to that point a lot quicker, I think. I'm annoyed at myself.
Oh, well done, because you're there now. But not only are you there now, you are a massive advocate for veganism. You've been in national newspapers. You were in the PETA campaign as well.
The what?
You were in the PETA campaign, one of the finalists for the most beautiful in the UK. So you really become very active, and we've got some lovely slides up here. So talk us through, Lorri, why did you decide to set up Vegan Happy, and how did you come of the name Vegan Happy as well?
So when I went vegan, I read this thing that said, if you actually wear something that's got a vegan message on it, you're more likely to spark that conversation. And one of the things that's thrown at vegans is, a vegan's coming because they'll tell you before they get there and stuff. But it's sort of like our job, isn't it? It's our job that we have to try and spark that conversation. And Tim said something really interesting earlier. Well, he always says things interesting, but he said something earlier about, you never quite know how long it's going to take someone, planting a seed, and, that seed might help that seed, or it might be instant. So our thing is when I went vegan, everything I could find sort of, and this is not slamming those brands, because I think that they are all amazing. We've all got like our slot, and they all do, their thing in their area. But they were all like big slogans, like slamming meat eaters that I could find. And that wasn't how I felt. I felt just like this rush of love had come in, and I sort of like wanted to like plant seeds without dropping bombs. And so that's where it came in. And we didn't really realise, but it's actually monochrome as well, which is really subtle. My husband designed the logo overnight, and I didn't even change it. He designed it, and I've actually got a marketing agency as well, and I'm really, really picky. And normally he's so used to like me changing things, and I didn't. It was just perfect. So it's subtle, it's stylish, and it was designed so that you could spark a conversation, but just look really approachable. So like we get customers of ours get stopped a lot in supermarkets. I get asked for recipe advice in a supermarket. It's mental. Like, oh, I'm making a Russian salad, it was the other day. Which olive oil should I put on it? I'm like, well, I don't actually. No, I know you're not, but you're vegan. So like, what brings out the flavours of vegetables best? Like,
I love it.
Amazing. So I think it's just like Tim's saying, planting the seed that might like help a little seed that has been planted before. So that's sort of like where we come at it from. Like, you know, we come at it from, you know, the gentle, like planting the seed aspect. In fact, our slogan is spreading the vegan message, one subtle logo at a time. And that's sort of like, yeah, where we're at, where we're sort of like soft and gentle, start a conversation. You know, if someone wants to talk to us, then we'll go on for hours. But like, just like soft and gentle is where we come at it from. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, and I love the range. I know the beanies absolutely fly because everybody wants to take a beanie, a hat with a, you know, a photo with their beanie and their lovely logo, and you know, proudly and subtly say, you know, I'm a proud vegan. I'm a happy vegan, which is wonderful. I just adore the shorts, and you know, I mean, look at this lovely lady. I just adore that colour as well.
Me when I was 20.
I wish it was me.
I wish it was me when I was 20. Yes, so all our stuff is like, so I'm 50, like Angie Best, she said she was 68. Oh my goodness, what an example of how healthy and vibrant veganism is. You know, you get another lease of life. You just do. I you know, someone said to me recently, I've gone vegan 2 days ago, but I've got all this crazy energy and I'm probably imagining it. I'm like, you're not imagining it. You know, like you get all this flash of energy and positivity and all that stuff. So I'm 56 now, so hold the age banner up. But I wanted to find clothes that I could wear, but an 80-year-old could wear and a 16-year-old could wear. So our range is designed with that in mind, and male and female and kids. So it's not really garish designs. It's quite subtle again, and it's designed so that there's Jasmine. And on the right, that girl is a girl called Lauren, and she's actually one of our customers. So we're trying to we get a lot of like customers sending us pictures. We're trying to use a lot more of our customers in our shots now. So that's Lauren, who I'd like to say has got a cat called Monkey, and the cat that was in the picture was a cat called Banana. So I'm loving all that stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, and Jasmine is just incredible, and again embodies what. And going back to what you were saying about the happy thing, veganism makes me happy. You know, it was like what it embodied for me. It instantly made me happy. So that's sort of like why we wanted to call it, you know, Vegan Happy, because it just made us so happy to finally get that light bulb moment and to go on this, like, I can only describe it as like another road, like a whole journey of excitement, really, like discovery and excitement. And that's how I genuinely feel excited about everything, you know, in front of us now. But yeah.
Lorri, that's so inspirational. I absolutely love that. We just saw Jasmine Harmon, who's a great friend of VegFest and has come to VegFest, wonderful TV star, much more. She's a very passionate vegan. And, you know, she adores the brand. You know, she loves the clothes. And I think it's lovely to see Jasmine with her youngster. And obviously you've got fitness range, you've got the jackets, you've got the hats. You know, what's next then? What do you think is next for Vegan Happy?
So we've got, so what people don't actually know is Vegan Happy is really small. I think it's like perceived as being bigger than it is. So it's actually really small. So I'm very hands-on. So the next step is we've got 2 new people starting, which is going to be amazing. So we want to connect more with our customers, basically. You know, we want to do a lot more, like, you know, we just want our models in our clothes. We don't really want to have model shots, which we've had to use till now because of a cost thing. But we want real people, you know, we're all about connecting with real people. So the next step is we're going to have, or we've already started it, you know, have real people in our clothes every age range, every gender. We've got some exciting collaborations going on with some like quite edgy people. So like, you know, like some streetwear like lines sort of thing really. But I think for me, I'd really like to be in America as well, because we were in America, selling quite a lot to America. But with all the postage rates, it's just made it prohibitive for people to buy. So I'd like to find a way that we could do Vegan Happy in America, because we've got amazing customers over there. It's just not cost okay right now to do that. So yeah, I'd like to, you know, do the America thing again, but keep it real. I think for Vegan Happy, it's keeping it real, you know, making us accessible, keeping our prices affordable, which is a big problem right now. We got notice yesterday that all the prices are going up from our suppliers, you know, and the big problem we've had, which is thank you to all our customers for your patience sometimes, is getting stuff in because it's stuck in ports. It's brands can't afford to bring things in. They're trying to find the money to be able to bring things in. You know, and this is not just from, you know, the Far East, this is from Europe. You know, there's stuff getting stuck just to get stuck sake, you know, just to prove a point. So, you know, we're having lots of issues. Our customers have been fantastic at understanding. So trying to keep our costs down is going to be the next thing. Trying to keep our costs down to keep it affordable so that we can still do what we do, and which is making like vegan fashion and timeless pieces accessible, affordable. For example, at Christmas, we still now, we have a bit like in Europe when you have the menu de dia and you have your affordable range, we always have stuff that is always on special, because we want people on low incomes or even just want to buy a present or try veganism to be able to buy something. So we always have things that are on special. So we've got like these beanies, I think are £10. And we have 3 beanies at the moment that are £10. And then we're going to have a hoodie next that is like a lower cost, and T-shirts are. So at Christmas, when people are buying one beanie at £10, that's just as important as if someone's buying 500 quid, and they get exactly the same service. So for us, it's really important that we keep it affordable and accessible. Yeah, that's our thing.
Lorri, you're so passionate about it, and I know this means so much to you. It really is your world. And I know that you handwrite a personal note to everybody that orders. You know, they deal with you directly. You give them incredible support. You picked out, I think, wasn't it your 1000th customer, and you gave them tons of stuff for free. You know, you're just forever doing really lovely things and giving so much support and love. And I know Vegan Happy is getting out there more and more, and more people are knowing about the brand. But I just, from when we first spoke, I really feel like we're on the edge of something really big. That's how I've always felt about the brand, and I feel very lucky to be working with you as well.
I mean, I remember, like, I emailed Karin and I said I'd seen her at VegFest. I'd seen you, Tim, and I'd seen Karin, and then I saw something, and I actually emailed Karin and I said, look, I really want you. I can't afford you. I'm only a little brand, but you're the best. And where I want to be, I want to work with the best. And that's exactly what we said, wasn't it? I said, I know I can't afford you, but you know, I'd seen you, Tim, and I'd been to VegFest, and I'd seen the work you were doing, and I'd seen Karin on stage presenting it, and I just thought, this is where I will be. You know, this is where I need to be. I need to be more visible. But I thought I could, and I can't afford her, but she's amazing. She's amazing. Really, and obviously, like, a big highlight for us, in probably our biggest highlight ever, was coming second in the VegFest Awards. You know, that was a total surprise for us. But coming second was like, that has been the best thing that's ever happened to us so far. Followed by probably Jasmine in our clothes. I mean, I'm going to send Angie Best a beanie next, and if she wears it, then I'm made up. But coming second in the VegFest Awards was our biggest coup so far. That was just like amazing, and I can't believe we got nominated. And thank you, Tim, for all your support with that. But literally, that's been our thing so far. We're so proud about. Yeah.
Oh, Lorri, that's lovely.
Yeah, it's by people, isn't it? So that's the most important.
Yeah. Well, again, we could talk to you all day, but we've got a jam-packed weekend. We've got guests waiting. Lorri, just as a recap, because it's going down here along as we speak, and we've put links into Vegan Happy as well. But you're on all the socials, aren't you? People can follow you on Instagram and find out more. One quickie, what's your favourite item from the range?
Oh, snowbird jacket that you've got.
Ah, it's lovely.
Yeah, the lightweight snowbird jacket is by far like the best thing. I've got one that's 3.5 years old and it's really perfect.
It's wonderful. And we've got to get Tim that way. We've got to get Tim wearing something. You've got to have something.
What's the one more thing? Because it's obviously like my first live with VegfestUK. If anyone does want to go online, if they use code 15, that will get you 15% off this weekend.
Do you want to say that again, Lorri? Because we had a little bit of feedback.
Yeah, so this weekend, in celebration of my first live with VegFest, if they go to the website and they do want to shop, they don't have to shop this weekend. They can use the code anytime. Use code extra1515 and they'll get 15% off.
Oh, Lorri, you're amazing. Love you to pieces. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye. Oh, I absolutely love Lorri Delahunty, Vegan Happy Clothing. She's an inspiration. She is so passionate about her brand. We only touched on it a little bit, but being vegan has had the biggest impact on her life. She's really changed her life around. If you Google Lorri Delahunty, you'll see her and her story in a lot of big newspapers that were, very interested. And I'm really thankful that she joined us today.
It's really interesting, Karin. It's very, very interesting little chat. So, what stood out for me is that Lorri and her husband, they went vegan 3 years ago. Lorri mentioned, she's 56, so it's like in her early 50s, which is obviously a long time, as an adult. And then bang, there's a little voice in her head. She made a connection. She went vegan. And it's completely changed her life, but not only her life, but also quite a lot of other people's. And that's very interesting. But I think it underlines how important it is to be kind and supportive and just try and keep encouraging. It's very difficult. Very difficult to apply what are essentially, moral issues of justice, issues of trying to end oppression and exploitation. I mean, these are big, heavy words, heavy subjects, they're heavy concepts, they're very real, they're ongoing, they're in front of us. We're very, very limited in what we can do to do anything about it. The ability to conjure up a kind of happy vibe, a positive vibe, is a challenge. It's been an ongoing challenge as long as I remember, and to be happy without losing the principles of justice, without ignoring the dark side, but being able to focus on the positive side.